Oh shit, I forgot it was raining last night. Huge storm came through, fucking dumped water everywhere. Everything's across our land is flooded. And now we're gonna try to make it out to the shop. Here, hang it over this.
Here, you hang it over that. And that's Ruby's blanket.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Nobody put it back right along with all of this stuff. Grab that other piece of. Eventually the plan is to turn that into a new drip tray for this. I'm not sure what this one's for. Huh? I did say keep it.
So we kept it?
That's not mine. That's hers. Leave it with her toy.
There's a baby frog.
Is there? Leave him alone.
See him?
He's in his pool of water right there. What you doing, big boy?
It wasn't gonna hurt him. I was just making him jump so you could see him. That's all. Hi.
Anyway, put it next to my thumb. He's a little bitty boy. He's like, I just learned how to swim. Jump into the wild blue yonder. Whee! Oh, he landed on the house. Okay, enough fun with the freaking frog. Let's make our way across all this. Let me, ooh. You're gonna get your toes all dirty? Aww. The worst spot right here. I forgot to put these out here. There. Now we got our stepping stones. Because out there is just a swamp of water. Even right here. Do. Okay. Figured we'd make a long video by just having you guys be bored with me filming everything. Huh? On its butt?
No, it's on its mouth.
Oh.
But it's falling through the water.
Alright. It's dark in here. It's light in here. Little Goth just sitting here, all purty. It's just for if I spontaneously want to drink. Open up the shop. Alright, I noticed the hubs on the trailer were hot. I checked those yesterday while when we traveled from here down to Magnolia. It had a where the axle that the brakes are on was really hot, and I figured out why. I think I have the setting for the brakes a little too high, which is causing them to ride all the way down there. I was able to knock out a bunch of brake dust, get them to spin properly, so they're fine now. But yeah, I need to check that out. I also found out that my four-wheeler is really good at pulling that around, whereas I had a what was it? Was it a Grizzly 700? Was it by Yamaha or Kawasaki or something like that? Anyway, the rear end would sag really, really bad when I would hook up a car trailer to it. And this one, it doesn't sag hardly at all and pulls it very, very nicely. So, another news. We went to Walmart last night. I bought this, which is a Village Pump plumbing kit from Walmart, 10 bucks. Actually worked out really good. I'm giving us a hole plug here on the side of the boat, and then the hose that's, you can't see it, but I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, the hose, the existing hose that was in there, was able to clamp right onto it, which is great. They had this, which was a piano hinge on the front, and they had taken the base off and screwed directly to the bottom of the seat, so you couldn't get to this little storage area right here, which I thought was kind of crucial. I really like this little area. I went ahead and bought 2 more plugs. A friend of mine told me that Can't have too many plugs because if it flies out and falls off, then you're screwed. And then, of course, my wife needs the SPF 1000. So we got that. She said, shut up. And then we found this, which is, you know, just to make Game and Fish happy, which you got an orange flag, a red handheld flare, and a safety whistle. And then we went ahead and bought an extra whistle, but this gives us that stuff. Now we need is a fire hydrant. What else we got in here? Oh yeah, we got some off. And these are always really handy for your keys and for your phone and for whatever you can hook to them. See, we got a couple more. That way we can bring our drugs with this one. And
Drugs as in ibuprofen.
yes, ibuprofen. That's what I was talking about. And then, of course, this has already been done, rewired, and holes filled. This is probably the shittiest patch job you've ever seen. But now this is sealed, and this right here is steadily hardening up. But now it's like a bumper. So, I don't know. We'll see how that works. I did buy some other filler. When we got under here to check this out, we noticed like they had ran into every rock on the lake. And then there's another spot right here that needs to be shaved down. And then we're just going to put sealer. I'm not going to go through the whole trouble of putting a whole bunch of fiberglass on this boat. I'm just going to use regular sealer on it. We bought some hub covers for those, but yeah, they're too small. So we need a little bit bigger size. We have the bolt pattern on these for the wheels are the same as a Toyota, Jeep, Ranger, Ford Ranger and whatnot. So we were looking at it, and I still have these wheels, these old ass steel wheels from a Toyota project we had a long time ago. And for the same price, for cheaper, for half the price, because one of these wheels, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, you know, these are trailer tires. This trailer tire and a wheel is $150. Okay. If I sand these down and get them prepped and whatnot, 2 passenger tires, it's $110 for 2. And we can put those on there, and those will bolt right up, and then I can use the actual trailer tire as a spare. So that's what we're gonna probably end up doing. If you see this video and I'm not buying them this week, so warn me if you think that that's a bad idea, but I think it's a great idea. Just put some regular passenger tires on there, some Douglas. The boat gets used a couple of times a year, so I mean, it's not gonna be a big deal. On the agenda for today, I've got 4 hours left. It's Sunday, sorry. Happy Father's Day to everybody, by the way. Happy Father's Day. I got my feet rubbed, my back rubbed. I had dinner. We went to Texas Roadhouse. My wife made breakfast for me this morning. So yeah, it's been a good week. Had all day yesterday off, but I didn't film nothing. We got out here and tooled around with the boat a little bit. I've been learning how to properly adjust the throttles and make sure everything is supposed to be measured where it's supposed to be. So I'm still learning that on how all this actually goes. And I'll figure that out later, because this is a different motor than the one that I was watching. I'm noticing that now. I did buy a bunch of fuel line because I want to change all the fuel line in here, and eventually this one too, but we couldn't find fuel line. The fuel line they wanted to sell us was racing fuel line, which was how much did they say? $10 a foot? Yeah, I think it was $10 a foot. So that would have gotten really costly. We don't need that because there's not that kind of pressure on this little tiny motor. But yeah. Anyway, that's what we got going on today. I want to take and pull the motor out to the front out there, get the truck backed up to it, hook it up to see if even the taillights work at all, because everywhere on this boat there's wires hanging. I don't know if any of this is actually connected or not. I don't even look like actual trailer wire. So I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. So, yeah. Now I've talked to you guys for 10 minutes. Some of you probably already left already. Thank you guys for still being here or skipping ahead to this part where it's like you've been watching the whole thing. So, got a little bit of, I don't know if you can even see the discoloration in that, but there's one little strip, I don't know what it is, but very happy with the fact that this is not milky and it's actually black. And what's still coming out of there is just black. So I've got me some new lower end oil here, and just attach this to that and we'll pump it back up. I'm trying to let as much of this fall out as possible so we can get as much of the new in. These were super tight, these two bolts here, 1, 2. Had to get them out with a screwdriver and a wrench because all your screwdrivers have that piece right there, so you can attach a wrench to it and give yourself a little bit of extra if your hands aren't super strong, which mine aren't. But yeah, I wonder if moving this will make more oil pump out. I think it is working. That's making it go more. This poor propeller's done ran into everything. Ain't got no. Maybe one of these days we'll get another propeller. But till then, it's gonna work. I gotta fix that too, still. But for now, we're good. But all right, I'm gonna finish this up, get this pumped in there, and this will be done. All right, so my wife made up a mixture of, I think this is like Dawn dish soap and water, kind of concentrate, and then this is a type of hair conditioner plus fabric softener. And you go through with the, I know before and after. Yeah, blame me, it's fine. You go through and you soap all the carpet, because this is basically like a plastic carpet, so it helps to get all the dirt out of it first, and you clean it all out, and then you come back through and you spray it with a conditioner and you rub it down, and it helps to soften it up when it dries. So we were able to get all the way around it, get all the other parts. I didn't even think about this radio being right there. Well, the water trickled from there down to the edge and then seeped in, got into the radio. All of a sudden we had smoke just pouring out from underneath this. Radio's toast. I'm pretty sure, because it was a lot of smoke. We were frantically trying to get to the batteries so that we could get the grounds off of there. Why I didn't have the grounds off of there, you know, you'd think I would have known stuff like this. But anyway, so the speakers are wet. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll end up pulling the speakers. We'll pull the radio. We'll figure out a panel to put right there and something else. The rest of the wiring and everything is okay. That drain under there for the bait well is leaking just a little bit, so I think one of the clamps is bad. I'm gonna have to pull that off, and the other clamp I'm gonna have to put some type of a silicone or something around the inside and then put it on there and clamp it down, and then that'll eliminate, because I don't want water backtracking from the side of the boat into the floorboard, even though yes, we have the drain here, but who wants to use that? Figured out our live well, got that done, got that plug right there so that water can't get in, but water can drain out. Got a plug right there for that. Got two plugs, one for the bottom of the motor or bottom of the boat in the back, and then this will be for that one right there, so water can't backtrack in. And then obviously we've got that plugged. I've got the bait well. Kind of wipe this down a little bit. Still got to do the fuel lines on this. It starts, but of course, so that you don't run into any kind of bullshit. I want to get a new switch, because these switches are really hard to turn on, and put a new switch panel right there, and new speakers. Yeah, we'll have to get those out of there. The bait well is cleaned out, ready to go. This is actually going to probably end up just being our cooler. Either that or we'll put a cooler in here. everything else. This is an extra plug. Somebody told me to buy an extra one. The speaker wires are falling and everything, so yeah, that'll be all new. And then if we can get a steering wheel, maybe. I gotta sit and I don't think these spots right here will come out of that, so that's probably just gonna have to stay like that unless you guys know of a way to get the spots out of these old ass seats just to clean them up a little bit. I don't know if bleach or whatever, you guys tell me. Please, need some help. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop that so I can put that in there, and that'll be set up. And of course we've got all this done. Oh, I've got soap back there. I gotta rinse that out. Or just let it sit. Who gives a shit? That's probably just conditioner and soap. So yeah, there it is. That's what we did this weekend. And they are, actually they're out getting, what are they getting? Sonic cheeseburgers and whatnot, and picking up Caleb because he had to go run some errands with his mom. I'm gonna get these boat seats. See, I've got 3 more here that come out. I want to get them cleaned up before I put them back into the boat. It'll be a little easier. So next thing, I still haven't checked the lights, but the wiring is still hanging out everywhere. I need to get the boat turned around, pushed backwards. We've moved little Goth over to here so we can fit the boat right here and be able to work on whatever we need to work on there. So yeah, if anything else pops up, I'll let you guys know. All right, that's it. We got it all cleaned out, got everything ready. This clip was backwards for that to lock down. I don't know why they put it backwards, but I don't like that. So I put it back where it's supposed to be. Eventually I'm going to build a mount so that this can be set up probably like right here somewhere. I gotta get the radio out. I didn't do any electrical. I was going to. I made up an emergency toolbox that's got just a few random tools, a multi-tool, extra rope, oil for the gas, electrical tape, zip ties, extra spark plug. And up in here, I went ahead and put every kind of fuse I can think of, just wire nuts for quick fixes, and over here extra wire connectors and some butt connectors and whatnot. Still have to think of something else I can put in there just in case. I didn't want to put the extra plug that I have up there in the toolbox, because if it's leaking or whatever, I don't want to have to get into here with this full of water trying to find a plug if that's all that happened was a loose plug out on the water. So I would, that way I can just get underneath my seat for an emergency. That safety kit, of course, sunblock and off. The only thing I don't like about this is that this is compressed gas, and this left outside in here. I don't know if this is going to explode or not. It can. I guess it'd be better if it exploded in there. Extra stuff like that. Leaving these open. Up front, of course, all the floaties and everything up there. And then I made up some rope. Our little fenders are in there, and the lights that clip into the boat. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Everybody's at the house, and I got a bug in here, and he likes the light. So when I turn out the light, he's going to come after me. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching again. And yeah, I don't have any fancy shit for my channel to say goodbye. But yeah, here we go.